It's about 7 a.m. Our flight takes off at 10. We have to board at 9:20. Gonna be on our way soon. I'm exhausted. I'm feeling sick. Didn't sleep well last night. I had a really sore throat and all swollen right here, so took some emergency and hopefully we have a good trip. I also want to know if anyone else's significant others wait very last minute to pack, because mine does every time, guaranteed. Landed in Portland. We're gonna go stop and get our favorite clam chowder before our next flight. What'd you get, Ty?
I don't know.
What'd you get?
Can I eat a piece, please?
I'll just taste it.
Hey, back off.
These clam strips?
Probably. It's like a sampler. I'll leave you with the whole tray, because I know you'll make a mess.
Clam chowder. This is why you should always travel with the carry-on. Right, Ty?
I don't want to be documented. I look like a loser and a bum.
You look like you're waiting
but
for
I
a
am
plane.
comfortable.
Good. You look like you're waiting for a plane.
Mom's waiting for a plane.
No, she's not. And I put socks in my bag.
This evening, we went to this place called Felipe's Pizza Grotto. I had read about it on Zomato, or Zomato, whatever the app is. Anyway, went to this place. It was supposed to be this really good Italian place in Little Italy. We show up at around 6:30, and there was already a line coming out the door. So we got in line. It took us about 35, maybe 40 minutes to actually get seated. Waiting this line, but like about 10 minutes after we showed up, the line was like down the block. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, as you're walking in, it looks like this really old like 1950s deli that no one's really kept up. And as you walk inside, there's just like tons and tons and tons of like olive oils to buy and different types of pasta and like dried fish. And like down this hallway that's like maybe a little bit wider than my shoulders is finally where like this little lady is that will then they'll seat you in the restaurant. It's a really weird layout, super mom and pop shop. But anyway, after we get seated, there's this older lady, she's probably 65, maybe 70, Italian woman named Irene, walking around. Old lady, you can tell she's seen a lot. She's got her knees and hips. You can tell she's just in a lot of pain as she walks. But really funny, really really loud. So we get seated. She like passes us. She doesn't ask us what we want to drink. She's like doing other orders. She just walks up and she goes, I can't remember what she said, but something like, "You ready?" Right? Like, no, like, how are you?
You're ready, please say yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what she goes, "You ready? Please say yes." Right? Okay, I guess we are. Anyway, so we ordered like a pizza, and then and then I go, we're thinking about, so we're going to split, a pizza and one entree. And the entrees were either lasagna, spaghetti, or ravioli. And we asked her, well, you work here, what would you get? She goes, all right, listen, I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get the lasagna, but you're going to get the way I do it. Okay? You're going to get a lasagna. It's going to come with a meatball. It's going to come with a sausage. We're going to cover it in cheese, cover it in sauce, and then we're going to bake it again like a casserole. That's what you're going to have. Okay. But the first time she like rattled it off, I didn't hear her. So then she leaves, and then she comes back a minute later with our waters, because we didn't even like do drink orders. It was just, what do you want? And then so she comes back, and I go, I'm sorry, like, what are you doing again to the lasagna? Like, tell me one more time. She goes, you didn't listen. Okay, now listen. You're gonna get the lasagna, all right? You're gonna get a meatball. You're gonna get a sausage. We're gonna cover it in meat sauce. We're gonna cover it in cheese, and we're gonna bake it like a casserole. Okay? I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, that'll be good enough for the two of you, right? And I'm like, oh, I know. And she goes, no, you don't know. I know. I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. And then she leaves. And then a couple minutes later, she brings us this pizza, and it's absolutely awesome. And then eventually out comes this like lasagna meat dish. And the sausage was fantastic. The meatball was great. The lasagna was perfect. It was pretty awesome. While we were there, again, the little window where she would get like drinks and stuff from the kitchen was right behind where Kiara was sitting, and so I could see her, but Kiara couldn't. Kiara had her back to her. But anyway, another table kind of behind us orders some stuff, and she walks up to the window to put in like their drink order. She goes, I want 4 waters and a glass of red, like a glass of red wine. And so the 4 waters come out on the tray, and then the person inside the kitchen, all I can see is like their hand, like puts a little glass of red wine on the thing, and she like pounds the glass of red wine, puts it down, and then just takes out the 4 waters. So the glass of red was just for her to help her get through the night. Other funny stuff she said to people, like one guy had his back to her, he was kind of turned around, and she like walked up, and she like swatted him with her little her little notepad. She just turned around so I could talk to you. Like, what? And like turns around. Anyway, so then they do orders. Or another time she was walking with 2 plates. She goes, I'm coming in. Everybody shift. Like, everybody get out her way at the table. Oh, she just didn't care at all. It was hilarious. It was awesome too. I gave her a 25% tip. It was pretty generous.